everybody, welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be showing you Transformers Kingdom, Leader Class Galvatron. But before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to miss no uploads, and thumbs up if you enjoy. Well, that all the way, let's begin. Always start off with the packaging. Here it is, you can see a nice image of Galvatron in his vehicle form. See, Transformers Kingdom, War for Cybertron Trilogy, Transformers, the side of the box. Nice image of Galvatron shooting away. On the opposite side of the box, the nice Kingdom artwork. On the back of the box, you can see them both in robot mode and vehicle mode. And ooh, comes with the Matrix of Leadership. Now that's it for the packaging. So, we have Galvatron in his vehicle form, which I don't know what to call this, like a tank thing? I'm not 100% sure what this cannon mode, yes, that's the word, yes, cannon. It is cannon mode. And yeah, he's a decent, can't speak English. He is a good looking figure, so let's get in. Take a look. See his cannons, nice orange, purple, all around with some black, silver for the treads, or for the inside of the treads, the wheels, some red. Underneath, there you can see his chest. Yeah. So now, oh, and one thing I should show off before get in is his card. So, here is his card. You see Megatron, Decepticons, and yes, I got a different card. And when you peel it, Galvatron suits, because since this is Galvatron. So yeah. Now for accessories wise, so it does come with a few. It does come with the chain that holds the Matrix, which you can remove, I think. I think you should. Yeah. The Matrix is a nice blue gem. It just plugs on right there, and it's with Optimus Matrix, the Earthrise Optimus Matrix. Yeah, you can see the gem inside. The Kingdom version is a little more bluer. This, and if you're wondering, yes, you can. You can put Optimus Matrix on there. But I like him holding his own Matrix. So yeah, let me just set this off to the side. Yes, it says store. You just slide it right down the barrel, and there is a little slot right, and there's a little tab right there that go into the slot right in there. So just fits right in there. And he also does come with two of these guns, but these are not supposed to be guns. As if you've seen Transformers the movie, and you know this is actually Galvatron's ship, and you do come with two of them. And yeah, but they do form into guns, and you can plug these in together. There's a tab right there that'll go into slot in here. Tab right there that'll go into slot right in there. So you can just plug them together and then have this thing. And these do store. So if we take Galvatron, see there's a slot, and there's a tab right there. Slots on both sides. So you can just plug these cannons on. There we go. That's one. And there we go. And that's two. So yeah. I'm gonna remove these, including the matrix. So come on. There we go. I'm gonna set these off to the side so we can get down to sets comparisons. So yeah, just alright, hold on, because this thing came on tab, so I'm gonna be right back. Alright, and now we're back. Alright about that. Now let's get down to size comparison. Here he is, and here he is with my previous review. The Siege Optimus. Here he is with Kingdom Cyclonus. And all I need is Scourge. Here he is with Hot Rod from 1986. Here he is with Ultra Magnus. Here he is with my other Galvatron. And last but not least, here he is with Coronation Starscream. So you can recreate the scene where Galvatron shoots Starscream, and Starscream turns into dust. So yeah, now let's get down to the transformation. So first thing you want to do is come here, remove this panel, remove the gun, put it off to the side. And I want to come here, remove this piece, and then these two will just tab together, form his armor cannon. Now you can take this whole thing, set it off to the side. Now for everything else. So here, flip that piece up, then come here, flip all of this up. Oh, it tabs in place. After that, you can come here, and what you want to do here is just untab these panels, like so, and then you can just untab these, raise them up, where I want to bring them upwards, like so. Then after that, what you want to do is here, untab this, and take all of this, bring it back. Then after that, we can come here and take all this, bring it back like that. Then you can take this, bring it forwards. There we go. Bring down his arms, or bring down these panels. These down. Bring all of this up, and so and there's a tab right there that'll go into a slot right in there. So now after that, what you want to do? Want to come here, raise this piece up. And I didn't tap this all the way in, you might have noticed during the vehicle mode, because it's difficult to get out or to untab. So yeah. And you can just take this chest piece, bring it up, then bring it down with the head. And then all of this shall collapse downwards, and when you're bringing it down, here, you can, hold on, let me see if I can get the best angle. Okay, here's a little tab right there that will go into a slot right in there. And these sides, right here, that will go right in there. So, push it in, tab it all in, then you can come here, you can close that up, then you can take this. Now, you want, there's this port that'll go into, oops, this port that'll go into a slot right in there. I'm going to do this off camera because there's no room. So, alright, and so I recommend, so you can just bring this piece down on one of the hinges, and you can then come here, just untap this, and you can bring it up like that, or you can bring it forward, but I like to bring it up. Alright, so now let's work on his legs. So, then we can bring all this up, add tab, oops, this tab right here that'll go into a slot right in there. So, here, tap that in. Then then this tab right here will just go right in there. So, lock all that in, do the same onto the opposite side, like so. Now we will do all of this, his arms, last. So for the legs, you just want to split the legs. So rotate them from here. You tab, and then you just want to rotate them around, and this slot right here, they're going to a tab right in there. Do the same one to the opposite side. So just tab it like so, bring it around, but this time, this tab right here, they're going to the slot right in there. So lock all that in, then down here, up his heel spurs, then you can just bring these panels around from his side skirts, and then there you have his legs. Now for the upper body, what you want to do, take these panels, or take these pieces, angle them like so. Then what you want to do is take this piece, bring it up, and this is one thing I don't like. So you can leave like this, but then it's gonna get all loose. So, yeah, so there's like a little tab right there that'll plug right in there. So I mean, you can, but it hinders his articulation a bit. So I mean, it's your personal preference about what you can do. So yeah. Now you can come here, untab the rest of his arms, or the rest of his arm, flip out, and then flip out his hand. And do all the same steps on the opposite side. Bring up his tread, there you go. Tab his tread into that port if you want to. Then you can just bring down his arm and flip out his hand. Now, there you have Galvatron, but going full effect. You can take his gun, and here, let me just angle the camera up a bit so you can see. So here, he does have a slot right here and a slot right there where this peg goes into. Like, you can plug it down here, like so, but makes his cannon be way too long. But if you place it right up here, but then it won't move with his hand. I put the lower arm, so, but it won't move with that. So, guess it don't. So you can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna leave it right here. Then, now you have Kingdom Galvatron in his robot mode. Alright guys, and actually I was going to do something before I started filming, and I don't feel like restarting it, so I'm just going to actually turn on a light, which actually should make this a little bit better. I want you guys to decide. Even though I don't know, I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. So, yeah. Alright, and if you guys seen my DM review, then you know this is the light that I used. This is basically the same thing. So yeah, now let's get on to the figure. You can see he has a fantastic head sculpt. You can see then moving on, the nice Decepticon symbol, the red. They went back to the siege battle damage effect. His arms, see his cannon. Back of the figure. Yeah. Now for articulation wise, his head is on, looks like a ball joint, so you do a full 360, can look up that far, can't really look down. His arms can do a full 360, they can go out that far because due to this piece where if you just untab it, can move all the way up. And I know some people will say, oh no, it's just you won't. But no, it actually can. Wait, what? Wow, I did not know. Oh, I just learned something new. Wait, no, it's not that. See, it doesn't have, like, if you do plug this in, I was thinking about the wrong thing, then then this shoulder won't move unless you untab it. Then can rotate. Does have a double bend due to the transformation. Hands can rotate. His legs can move out. Side skirts. Legs can go out. Go to the side that far. Up that far. Move back that far. And also rotation. Does have a bend. The knee. Does have an ankle pivot. So yeah. Let's quickly run down with the accessories. So now for accessories. So you can take his matrix, you can pop it right down there on his chest. Hopes you guys can see. You can, so you just take his matrix. You can just plop it right over his head. Now for his guns, you can, or his ship guns, you can just either plug into his hand, or you can this and oops. Let me just redo that. There we go. Or you can hold it that, or if you don't want them holding it, you can come back. You can come back here, and there are these two tabs where slots go into. So, like, come here. This one, plug it right in there, and do the same onto the opposite side. So, like, kind of find it. There it is. Do that. You can just do that. So you can either have it like that. Yeah. Now we just remove these and put these off to the side. Because now let's get down to size comparisons. So here he is, and here he is with previous review. Siege Optimus Prime. Yeah, you can see Galvatron is bigger than Optimus. Here he is next to Cyclonus, which, oh my god, these two look fantastic together. I do dig it. Here he is with Hot Rod. From 86, of course. Here he is next to Ultra Magnus. So, yeah, so you can recreate the scene where Ultra Magnus tries to open the Matrix but fails, and then Galvatron kills him. Just for him to come back to life, and him not showing in the final battle. Yeah. There he is next to the other Galvatron, so movie versus show. And last but not least, here he is with Coronation Starscream. So you can say, Megatron, is that you? No, who disrupts my coronation? Coronation Starscream is bad comedy. And yeah, you can recreate the scene. So, yeah. Now, let's get back down to transformation. So, first thing you want to do, of course, remove the Matrix. And you can remove its gun. And you can just pull these two apart and set them off to the side. For now, anyways. Okay, so now what you want to do, in a second. So you want to flip in his hand and take his whole arm assembly up. There's a little tab right in there. They'll go into a slot. Plug it in, and then you can take the tread, untab it, and you can bring it down like that. Like that. Do the same onto the opposite side. So, bring his hand inwards, bring up, tap that in, tap this, bring it down. And yeah. Now we can flick on his legs. So, for legs, here, flip down his heel spurs. And then you want to just untap these panels, rotate them around, make sure that's in, because that will just tab in. That slot will plug right into that tab, like so. Then you just want to rotate. Right. So, Then you can just take the two halves and tab them together. There's a whole bunch of locking tabs and slots. So, that means one of them's not lined up properly. Let me see which one's not. Oh, there it is. There it goes. Just squeeze them all together like that. Then what you want to do is come back here, untap this section. Well, before you do that, just want to untap tab all this and bring it down. Do the same. Then after that, you can now tap this, bring it back. Then you can just take this panel and tab it in like so. So now you just want to come here, bring this bring this piece back, bring his head somewhat, bring all this back, and then bring this down. That tab I will go into a slot right up there, but I don't really recommend closing it all the way. Then after that, what you want to do is come in here, bring this down. So then what you want to do, bring his leg like some way, make sure these pieces are out of the way. Now you just want to bring come on, bring all of this back. There we go. Now after that, I just want to make sure these pieces out of the way. Make sure this is down. Make sure this whole thing is straight. So I want to have it looking like this. Then now you come here, take this piece, bring it back, and plug and push it down until it tabs in. Then now what you want to do is make sure that's the whole thing is straight. Tab all that in. And I'm gonna be right back. I am back. Sorry about that. No. Come on, camera. Okay. So now let's continue where we left off. So what you want to do now is okay. Now you just want to bring all this down, and you want to make sure make sure this tab right here that will go into a slot right in there, and then we'll make sure that slot that tab will go into a slot right above. So what helps is want to just tab this in, so tab this tab in to that slot first. So tab that in, then after that you can just from here push that in. Then this tab will, and then that slot will go into this tab. And then there you have one side all done. Do this now. Do the same on to the opposite side. So bring it down, tab it in. Then after that you can just, oops, I just dropped his gun. You just bring this whole section down, and then you can bring that section down like so. Then there you have Galvatron almost done. Then you can just take these two halves. Wait, no, not take these two halves. I flip over robot mode. Take the barrel, tab, slot. So just wiggle it in there. Then here, post right there, port right there. Hook it in there. Then there you have Galvatron back in his cannon mode. So final thoughts on this figure. I do like him. He's a decent figure. I do really love him. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!